Hello there, Capricorn. This is Sophie with Lady of the Unknown Oracle. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy to have you with us this evening. If you are returning, thank you so much for all of your love and support and for your donations. You guys truly have just changed my life. And, I'm just so grateful to all of you so very much, and I feel so honored and privileged to be able to provide you with clarity and guidance moving forward. And for those of you who are new, I hope that these readings prove to be as useful to you as well. Okay, if they don't, that's okay. These are general messages and they may not resonate with your current situation, but I do recommend revisiting them at the end of the month just in case your situation changes. The messages contained in today's reading might be relevant to you by the end of the month. Right, so this is for March 2019. March 2019 for Capricorn. In the pre-shuffle, guys, there was the Two of Swords, the Five of Wands, Queen and King of Wands. So if you're dealing with a fire sign, or if you have heavy fire in your chart, this will be particularly, if I can speak, relevant to you. Towards the end of my pre-shuffle, though, at the same time, the Wheel of Fortune with Judgment came popping out. And so this will be also very relevant to you. Oof, Eight of Cups, walking away from something, a person, place, or thing, situation, circumstance. So going back to Wheel of Fortune and Judgment, right? This could be also very relevant for you if you're deciding on what to do with a situation that you have allowed to happen again, right? If you reconciled a situation with another person or a circumstance, right? You decided to give something a second chance. This will be very important for you. Okay, something is changing or something must change. Here with the Eight of Cups, something must be walked away from. Now, when these messages are general, guys, so you can use what messages appear here and apply them to any situation that is currently holding space in your mind. So not just love, it could be school, finances, work, right? Anything in particular. I try to maintain them to be as general as possible unless I see a blatant connection in any particular direction, like finance or romance. I will put my attention where I see it is getting drawn. Otherwise, I try to keep it general. So let's go ahead and pull. This is going to be a Celtic cross spread for Capricorn, March 2019. 2019, please. Oh, my sweet God. Hold on and let's see what just literally came flying out of my hand like a million cards. All right, so the Seven of Cups with the Queen of Swords and the Star came out, okay? There's an obvious decision that has to be made, and it looks like you know what that decision is, Cap. There's a decision, there's here again with the Lovers and the Tower, okay? Major Arcana. A major decision has to be made, and not only that, but it looks like you know exactly what that decision needs to look like, and the Chariot came flying out. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck being the overarching energy of having waited for your ships to come in or currently waiting for your ships to come in. Someone else having made a decision about where to go, possibly within a relationship. But with the Eight of Cups, we have something being walked away from. The Queen of Swords may have been confused before because they were hoping, right? With the Star is faith. They were hoping something here would be worth staying around for. But here with the Lovers, this is, no, with the Lovers, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio as well. But the truth is there's something here within a Lover's situation that has come to be revealed, some type of revelation that has made you or the other person realize that some type of movement needs to happen. And I'm not even going to cut the deck, guys, because I feel like this needs to stay like this. All right, this needs to stay like this. Let me move this over a tad so that way we can have a little bit more space here. A decision has been made. Maybe no movement has been made yet, but it looks like whatever is here has outlived its purpose. its expiration date has come, right? You didn't make the decision. And so the divine, right, is intervening, divine intervention. Or if you don't make this decision because you're caught up in giving it this hope that it really doesn't warrant any more hope, right? It feels like you've done so much more than was required on your journey, that now the divine spirit is basically saying, look, if you're not going to do this, we are. Like, I'm seeing a fall, like with the Lovers and the Tower, I'm just seeing like a falling from grace. A falling from grace. This is your current energy. With the World being crossed by the Empress, the hope for expansion. Capricorn, I'm sorry. Remember, this is general, guys. This may not resonate, but if it does, just hold tight. King of Wands came out again, right? Like in the pre-shuffle, he's here. In your heart is the Page of Swords, so you're really collecting some information, possible spying as well. In the recent past, the Magician, feeling like you had all of the tools needed in order to move forward. You felt confident that this could be manifested. And coming in, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, something's guys, this is divine timing, Capricorn, this is divine timing, okay, guys? If there was a decision here that you needed to make that you haven't made because you were afraid, or you had so much faith in the journey, you had so much faith that it would work, right? It's not working. Something about this is not working, and you have prolonged its ending to the point where now something major has to happen. With the Lovers, I'm not seeing threes except for the Empress, right? She's a 3. But with the Lovers here and the Tower, right? This is kind of, the Lovers can be interpreted as an affairs card. So it could be that some type of behind the scenes affairs situation will be revealed. And that's what's going to finally give you permission here to make this decision that really should have been made quite a long time ago. And you see yourself as the Hermit. You've withdrawn essentially because you're really trying to think about what it is you want. Because in the environment, you've got the 4 of Wands. So you might be living with this person if you're dealing with a romantic situation. Otherwise, this is you just trying to create a stable beginning that you've worked very hard for up until point. You see that there's possibility and potential for stability here. But you've withdrawn. You've withdrawn from the situation. I feel like you know that the end is coming, Cap. The end is coming, and I feel like you know that. Your fear here is the King of Cups. And your potential outcome is the 3 of Swords. So if you are dealing, if you are in a romantic situation, a love situation, particularly with a Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, very strong here with the Magician as well. Virgo, Aries too, right? Possible Virgo also here. Taurus. But yeah, guys, all of the signs I believe are here. Do we have Pentacles here? No. So with the 3 of Wands, let me stick this right over. I usually put them right over here, but let's see. Okay. Guys, something here is very, very over. Very, very over. Right? A relationship, a job, an opportunity of some kind. You see stability is here, and you want expansion so very bad, right? You want, this could even be within your own self, right? So this doesn't have to be a sad ending. This could be, if this is you as the solo person, this could be the upgrade, right? You're currently upgrading. And what's making it a little bit difficult is that the fact that you're standing in this Empress energy, this evolution is kind of difficult, right? Growth is hard. And so it could be that coming in with this Wheel of Fortune, you finally see that stability can be yours, but you're afraid of it with the Hermit. You're pulling back a little bit because you're just like, whoa. Whoa. Because here, having to make a decision, all of your options might be great. But in order to have even one of them, you have to walk away from an old way of being, right? Or an old situation that you might be tied to. A hard decision here that has to be made, or it'll be made for you, and it'll require you to move forward in a direction that you either did or didn't want, but that you didn't say no or yes to, right? Even not making a decision is still a decision. 8 of Swords, that's what I'm saying. A lot of self-doubt here, a lot of self-limiting beliefs. A lot of self-limiting beliefs. You're not sure You know, this is particularly significant for the Capricorns that are single and are just, you know, really trying to figure out their way through life and trying to figure out their path right now. They're at a crossroads, trying to commit themselves to a path because there's so many different ways they could take it. And they're just, you know, you guys are I feel like you're unaware of your true abilities, right? Because you're the Empress here. This is how you're showing up. This is how you're showing up. You're showing up as the Empress. And so what's happening with the potential outcome being the Three of Swords is that having to cut yourself out of some old situations in order to stand in your true power is going to be hard. Right? But there's major changes happening, Cap. Major changes, big endings. Big endings, but also great beginnings, because in your environment, you've got the Four of Wands here. But big, big, big endings. A lot of major arcana. A lot of major arcana. These cards on the sides, like, exploded out of my hands. Man. All right. Let's clarify, Cat. Overarching energy, the Prince of Pentacles. So the process itself is going to take, you know, it's going to take a while, right? The process that you're currently in, this development, is slow and steady because it's purposeful, right? This is after the closing off of these cycles, what follows is a life of intention. What follows is living day to day because your days excite you, and because even though every day might be, you know, not as dynamic or not what you thought, you're still going to find a lot of peace in the fact that now you are moving into a direction that pleases you, right? Because the Prince of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, is a very slow moving energy, but the Knight of Pentacles is also moving carefully to preserve the pentacle in his hands. So you are at a point where you are moving slowly to protect what you've worked for up until this point. This could also indicate that the situation that is closing off, you've also been trying to treat the same, right? You've been trying to preserve this old situation. You've been trying to move steadily, slow and steady, so that you can preserve whatever was left of this old situation or this situation that has outlived its purpose for you. But I feel like you are realizing now that there is nothing you can do to keep this situation from ending. Right? If you don't make the decision is going to be made for you. Either divine intervention, some type of crazy revelation. You'll stumble upon information that's going to force your hand. You might be pushed into a corner where you will retaliate. Something like that, right? So, but I see here, Cap, that you are still given a small window of opportunity right now to close this cycle off yourself. If you don't, though, coming in is the Wheel of Fortune. This is going to, this right here is the Tower moment. With this Wheel of Fortune is coming in, but you right now are the world. So you have the chance right now, Cap, to do this yourself. You have the opportunity to do this yourself. If you don't do it soon, it's going to be done for you. You've seen the red flags for a while. Whatever this is, you've seen the red flags for quite a while and you've done nothing. But you know you have to do something. You have to walk away. You've been waiting for something, some kind of return on your investment, some type of return on your investment of time, energy, money, whatever it is, and it's not coming. And it won't, okay? The situation is done. You are the World card right now. You are the Queen of Cups, all right? So there's no more unconditional love here. There's no exchange of emotion. Right now, emotional bankruptcy. Right? That's basically what's happening here. Emotional bankruptcy. If this is not an emotional situation for you, then this is a creative situation for you. Water is also creative and fluid. All right. So there's something here that's devoid of emotion, devoid of creativity. Something here, there's no compassion. There's no sympathy. There's no, it almost feels like someone's patience has run out. Like you've given so much of yourself that the well is now dry. And you're becoming someone that you didn't want to be, but that you have to be in order to survive the situation. And this is made difficult with the Empress, right? So you know you're the Empress, Queen of Wands, absolutely. You know you're the Empress. Right, Cap? You know that you're the Empress. You're in this Queen of Wands energy. For some reason, I'm almost getting this this sense of upset, right? In the pre-shuffle, I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but in the pre-shuffle, the Five of Wands had come out quite a few times. A lot of conflict, conflicting ideas, competition. So if you are in a lover's situation, right, this could be a three-party for you with the other person or you know, I can't tell you which one, because we all have our things, right? This could be, you know, a multiple person, not just you know, that person may not be with just one other person, they could be with multiple people, and at the end, in the outcome, we do have some kind of heartbreak situation, right? We'll clarify, of course, to see what that's about, but that's what we're looking at. So you are in the Empress energy, but you're also kind of pissed, right? You're impassioned, but I feel like this resistance is coming because you've had to be someone else for so long that you were hoping that by changing yourself or changing something about the way you do things would remedy the situation. And now that it hasn't, you're really upset that you compromised that much, right? Because you want to expand, but now, you know, the Empress is all the queens combined, and we've got two queens here. One representing your current situation with the world. So you're done giving emotion. You're done giving whatever this was that you were investing into the relationship or with the circumstance, whatever it was that you were involved in, you're done. And what's making that difficult is that what you really wanted was to expand, right? You wanted to live a passionate life. You wanted to live a life that you felt excited to be in. You wake up every day and you're happy, right? You're creative, you're ambitious. You just feel so ready to expand in all directions in this life that you've created, but that's not happening. You see the end, like you see the tower falling right before your eyes almost. With this King of Wands, we've got a Four of Swords. So again, if you're dealing with a fire energy, you know, you are wondering what they're thinking about, if that makes sense. You are thinking about this with this King of Wands, but you are wondering, you're wondering about them. You're wondering about them. If you are the one in the third party and they have found out, or you think they might have found out, they have suspicions, okay? The Four of Swords on top of the King of Wands. The king doesn't have to just be a masculine, doesn't have to be a male, it could be a masculine energy. And we do have a couple here with the Queen of Wands. So if you have heavy fire in your chart and are dealing with another fire sign, or you're just dealing with a fire sign in general, right? Because it could be here, what's difficult for you is that you are the Empress and you wanted to build a foundation, a strong foundation with this fire sign, right? So if you're curious about this fire sign, what they're thinking about, they are suspicious or they are meditating about something. But overall, with the Four of Swords, they are healing from a heartbreak. So if this Three of Swords for you is not just the outcome, but is also your current situation, this heartbreak will come to an end at some point, but someone is definitely healing. They're thinking about it. They're suspicious about, you know, they're suspicious about the circumstances and the facts. And they're trying to think about how it is that they can move forward. Otherwise, this is you really creating an action plan. This is you creating an action plan and realizing that you're not getting what you need out of this situation, and you have to move forward for your own well-being. In your heart, you've got the Page of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. You're weighing your pros and cons, Cap. You know it's over. You know this has to come to an end. Whatever this is, whatever this cycle is, whatever this was, it hasn't been what you were fighting for a very long time. You are treating it like it is currently what it used to be, and it's become a completely transformed animal, right? You're putting a lot of time and energy and effort into something that is not now what it used to be, and you're exhausted. And you're confronted with the need to make a choice. You've got the Queen of Wands, which, given the context, I feel like you're angry here. And the Queen of Swords typically tends to be scorned, right? And I only say that for those of you that resonates for, right? Because the Queen of Swords has been through a lot. The Queen of Swords, her decisions come from having been through it, right? You could have also air in your chart, a heavy Aquarius here, okay? In the past, you had the Magician. You were Nine of Wands. Guys, this was a final push. Like, whatever this situation was for you, Cap, or whatever it is still for you, this was a last chat. This was like a last chance. Like, this was a last-ditch effort to see if it would pan out. You in the past, you thought you could make it work. You felt like you had all the tools to make it happen, but the Nine of Wands has been through some shit, Cap. Pardon my French, but like, the Nine of Wands, you know, they're keeping their strength up and they're trying to make that final push before the Ten of Wands. But you thought you had the tools. right? You honestly did. But I'm seeing here, there's an end. There's an end. Like if you don't do it, something's going to happen and force it to happen. With this Wheel of Fortune coming in, 8 of Wands, right? So this could be communication or travel, right? Communication through text message, emails. I mean, crap, guys, with the Tower here, right? If you don't decide to do this yourself, the Wheel of Fortune is, remember at the beginning, I said the Wheel of Fortune is basically when the divine decides to step in. Let me slow down for a second. When the divine decides to step in with this Tower moment, which is this Wheel of Fortune, right? Keep in mind that the Tower can't come out twice. Once it's come out once. So maybe if it hadn't come out during the pre-shuffle or during the shuffle with you guys, you know, it might have shown up in this position. This Wheel of Fortune could very well be what your Tower moment looks like, right? Divine timing. 8 of Wands. This could happen in the middle of a conversation. You guys get into an argument or you find something, right? I'm talking right now in particular, for those of you who are in relationships. Let's see, with the 3 of Wands coming out again and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so here's the deal, all right? If you're in a romantic relationship, this Wheel of Fortune, things are going to start changing and you're going to start finding messages. The 3 of Wands is expectation. It's what's coming towards you. It's what's coming towards you, right? So you're wanting the Ace, but what you're going to find here is a possible Ace that someone else has had with another person, if that makes sense. And I say that because contextually, we have other court cards here. We've got the 3 of Swords. We've got the Lovers with the Tower plus the Chariot, right? The need to make a decision, the need to leave a situation. Putting 2 and 2 together, if you are supposed to leave a situation, it's because whatever this communication is that comes out, you're going to want the Ace. But you're not going to get it because the advice here is to walk away from whatever this situation is. Again, if this is not, right, if this is not between you and another person, this right here is just the need to expect more, the need to want more, the need to start over. You might want to, with the 8 of Wands, you might want to continue moving forward, right? You might want, you know, fast progression forward. You might want to communicate. You might want to make things better. You might want to, you know, leave a letter, write an email to the boss. You might want to, you know, engage in, you know, ask for a project that, you know, that challenges you or utilizes your creative abilities. But here's the thing. You can't, because the situation itself won't be resolved. Even if you ask to tweak these little things, right? Even if you try to move forward and just try to start over, even if you try, and this is, now I'm getting general for all scenarios. If you try to start over, it's not gonna work. There's no way you can start over. Okay, your cup is dry, guys. Your cup is dry. You've invested a lot. It's been a long time coming. You know it's coming to the end. You almost want, right? You almost want to keep moving with this. You almost want to push this to the brink, but you can't. If we're looking at this in terms of the Wheel of Fortune, right? Just the Wheel of Fortune, we're looking at the Wheel of Fortune granting you the Ace of Cups by moving super effing fast with the 8 of Wands. It's moving like crazy fast, right? With the 3 of Wands. So what you can expect essentially with these clarifiers here on top of the Wheel of Fortune is, once this Tower drops, the scenario and everything about it is going to be changing so incredibly fast, your head is going to spin. Because the Wheel of Fortune has come, this divine timing has come, this Tower moment will come in order to give you the brand new emotional or creative beginning that you have been working for, that you have desired, that you deserve. All right, Capricorn? So by trying to force something, you're only going to take more energy out of yourself, because at some point, whether you do it or not, the divine is going to step in and do it for you. They're going to handle business. All right, you see yourself here as the Hermit. You're going within. You might be withdrawing quite a bit from the situation. The Hierophant could be work, could be a marriage, some type of tradition, some type of commitment, though. You're pulling away from it. You're seeing something. You're seeing the truth. You're seeing something about it that just isn't working. Again, 8 of Cups, walking away. With the 4 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune again. Wheel of Fortune again, guys. This is, you know, you see stability. You see what you want, but it's not. It's not possible given your current condition, given your current circumstances, given the partner that you are with. given the co-workers that you currently work with, given the partners that you are doing this project with at school, given the course of study that you're studying right now, that you're majoring in, right? Just whatever it is, it's not possible to be stable, because just everything about it, the foundation is just, it's too weak. The foundation itself needs to change in order for you to have the life that you want, you know, in whatever this situation is for you. In order for you to have the ideal situation, something about the foundation of it has to change. And again, Wheel of Fortune twice. This is in your environment. The Wheel of Fortune is in your environment, and it's here, ready to give you this brand new beginning. The Tower moment is coming for you guys, if it hasn't already. I would say, no matter how hard this decision might be for you, at least you can control the outcome, right? And feelings can be spared as long as you make the decision to do it yourself and make this decision on your own. Otherwise, the divine is stepping in. Who's this King of Cups? I wonder, because you came out here as the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. Yeah, Cap. So this is most likely you. This could be a water sign that you're dealing with, right? You know, could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be a lover. Doesn't have to be someone that you share a romantic relationship with. This could be your boss, right? This could be, you know, your Scorpio boss that sometimes just can't control, you know, his need for revenge or her need for revenge, and is just like a spiteful boss to have and makes your life really difficult, right? Just, it can be anyone. But your fear here, if this is you, is that your intuition's off, right? Your fear here is that your intuition is leading you down a path where you're not going to find love. You're not going to find creativity. And all the things that you want with this Four of Wands is not going to be there. You almost are afraid that you're being misled, but you're really not. What's this Three of Swords, please? Four of Cups. So someone's indifferent or a missed opportunity. Page of Wands. Oof, excuse me. And the Justice card. I'm going to pull two more out. Nine of Cups. Prince of Cups. Okay, so give me 1 second. Under the... look at that with the... Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, which is already out. Page of Pentacles. Let me see. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. That's the last Queen. It's like the Empress twice, basically, because the Empress is already all the Queens combined. So, okay, guys. Right here, we've got with the Four of Cups and the Princess of and the Page of Wands and Justice. The Three of Swords describes a betrayal or a heartbreak. This is the potential outcome. Essentially what's going to happen here, and this is just, sorry about that, guys. I completely forgot to turn my phone on airplane mode, and no one calls me ever. And of course, while I'm filming, I get like a million calls. So, all right, moving on. What I see here ultimately, Cap, is when it's finally time to make this decision, you're going to be so indifferent and so ready to move on. Right? You're not going to feel like this is a missed opportunity. In fact, I feel like you're going to be so ready to finally reestablish balance that I think you're going to find quite a sense of relief. Because the Four of Cups is indifference, it's boredom, it's a feeling of a missed opportunity. But the Page of Wands doesn't see a missed opportunity, right? The Page of Wands dedicates itself full force into whatever direction it goes, she or he goes into. And so I feel like you're going to feel, by the time justice has come, by the time you've decided finally to bring stability back into the situation, balance and harmony back to the situation by cutting out the unnecessary or the hurtful, right? Whatever it is that's been overstaying its welcome, whatever is done, has been done, needed to go like a million years ago. By the time that happens, you're going to feel like you really did give it your best shot, right? You're not going to feel this indifference or feel like you're missing out on anything. You're going to feel like you really did give it the best try that you absolutely could, and it's really just time, right? The heartbreak is really what's going to, sorry, bring that back into focus. Sorry about that. You're gonna feel so overwhelmed and so heartbroken. I feel like you're gonna be so tired and just so tired of being tired, right? Just so tired of being tired and hurt and betrayed all the time, and feeling like you can't trust, and feeling like this is no good for you, and you're tired of the self-doubt, you're tired of the self-sabotage, you're tired of feeling like it's you that has to bear the weight of all of this, and it's you that's responsible for why this isn't going the way you planned. And Cap, you know, we all have this, we all do it, right? You're not alone. This is literally just part of the human experience. We try so hard to be in control of things, and it gets to a point where we have to like it's almost like the image of a baby, right? Holding on to something. And it's almost like the divine, like we're the babies holding on to these situations, and the divine is just like trying to tug it back. It's like, let it go, like let it go. Like, give me that. You know, like when you try to pull a rope out of your dog's mouth, or you tell it to open up and it's just like, no, I don't want to show you what's in my mouth. It's like, show me what's in your mouth. It's like, I don't want to show you what's in my mouth. And it turns away. That's kind of with the same type of stubbornness we have with the divine, right? We hold on to these things, and you know, what we're holding in our mouths could be poison. Right? What we're holding in our mouths could be poison. And it's not until the divine like hits us on the nose, right? Or slaps us on the hand and says, stop. You know, not until it inflicts some type of stimulus, some type of tower moment, some type of something that makes us a knee-jerk reaction, that makes us let go. Because obviously the hints aren't enough. The red flags aren't enough. The pain, the discomfort isn't enough. The slight tug isn't enough. We have to actually be hurt a little bit more than we're used to in order to finally let go. And I feel like that's where you're at, Cap. And it's okay because it happens, you know. I think what's the best part about all of this is that you're at a point now where you feel comfortable leaving. And I know, you know, I don't condone, you know, hurting, you know, staying in a situation where you feel constantly hurt. But I understand when you see potential, Capricorn, because that's very you, where you see potential, you'll hammer away. You'll hammer away until you can work the potential out of something, right? You're very persistent. You're very, you know, I admire your consistency and your persistence and your loyalty to your crafts and to the things that you participate in. The thing is that you have to learn how to turn it off. And the problem here is that, you know, we all have emotion, and it's hard to redirect our emotion. So when you become hopeful in the potential of a situation, like an emotional situation between you and another person, or you and another situation that has drawn a lot of positive feelings out of you, it can be really hard to turn your back on it, because you really want it to work out, and suddenly your desire for it to work out becomes more important, and the material you work with more than what it actually is and what it becomes. So even if it devolves from what you originally saw it as, you almost don't even bother looking at it. It's as if you took one glance at it and then looked the other way and started working on it. And then even though it was changing right next to you, you saw it in your periphery changing, and you just pretended to ignore it. Like, no, if I don't see it, then the changes aren't happening, right? You see it happening, and every once in a while you steal a glance and you're like, ah, it's not really what it used to be, but oh, no, give it a few minutes, and when I turn back, it'll be the way it was. Like a denial, right? You're staying for what it used to be and not for what it is. But I feel what's really great about this, Cap, is that you're finally, and this could be a Libra as well, just gonna throw that out there, but Taurus as well here, and Virgo here. Sorry, I'm throwing all these out now. I feel like the energy is more important than any of the signs, guys, but I will read it. I'll read it so that way you guys have a general compass, a general direction. But you know, what's great about this is the fact that you know, and you have finally worked yourself to exhaustion, and you've realized that no matter which way you spin it, this is just not gonna hurt. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work out. Okay, for you with the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Cups, your fulfillment, your true wish fulfillment, and your happiness is going to be by pursuing that which truly brings you joy. And that is not what you're currently going through. The outcome of your situation is the Three of Swords. What's gonna, excuse me, oh my God, that just snuck on me, oh, sorry. With the Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment, your happiness, what's gonna bring you there is by riding this damn dolphin all the way to whatever it is makes you happy. By being the Knight of Cups, by doing what is emotionally and creatively fulfilling, truly. That's not this Three of Swords. This is something else. And I feel like you know what it is. Or at the very least, now you'll have the opportunity to explore what that is without being tied to this situation or these circumstances or to this person. Okay? So Cap, I think this is great. This is hard. It's super, super hard. You've got the Chariot, right? Just remember, this is a situation that you have got to stop waiting for results to come in from and make a decision. Because if you don't, the divine will. We've got the Wheel of Fortune twice with the Tower, right? With the Lovers, a decision is going to be made. If you don't make this, right, this is a decision that the Tower is going to force you to make. Chariot, movement forward. Knight of Pentacles, movement forward. Decisions being made, weighing out the pros and cons. Yeah, guys. So make a decision. If you don't, it's going to be made for you. So I guess if you did decide to be passive about this, it would eventually change, right? But I feel like it's just so much better if you take the initiative right now. If you take the initiative, things will turn out a bit better, because that way you can preserve certain bridges, and I feel like the ending's going to be real messy. I feel like the ending will be really messy if you don't take care of it yourself. Okay? And again, this may not resonate for you guys. If it doesn't, please, you know, just take what does, leave the rest that does not. If it does, though, just let this be food for thought and really consider the elements at play here. And whatever decisions you know you've been ignoring, it's time to address them. Truly, honestly, this could be legal with justice, right? But truly, honestly, if you know there are decisions that need to be made because something is just rotting in your life, something is just rotting and spoiling everything else that you have going for you, you need to address it, because it's about to explode. It's like a rotten egg. It's about to explode all over everything. It's going to take a while to recover, and it might delay everything else that you've got working in your life. Take care of it. All right? Take a good hard look and make the hard choice, you know, and do what you know is right, even though it's hard. Okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys next month. If this did resonate and it helped you, you know, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I love reading your guys' comments. Your vulnerability truly humbles me, and it just, you know, uplifts my spirit, and my heart always goes out to you guys with so much compassion and love. I love you guys so, so, so very much, okay? If no one has said it to you today, Cap, I'm saying it. I love you. I love you so much. Don't let this get you down. You know what you need to do. Just be patient, go slow, but make the decision, okay? Really look at it and make the decision. I love you so much, Cap. I will see you next time. Please take care of yourself. And until next time, I'll see you. I love you. Mwah. Bye, Cappies.